Greetings and welcome to Retro Gaming Live TV on Twitch. We are going to bring you, in this block of Retrothon, Final Fantasy Legend 2 4 Monsters. I am Zar, or Czardia. I was here earlier doing the SimCity run. I'm joined in the booth by Ice Blue.
Oh, hi.
Hey, we're hanging out here tonight. We hope you're all having a good time. We've got a cool run coming up here for you here for a hype game we all remember.
If you thought SimCity was awesome, wait till you see this run. This run is really, really fun, really cool.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some cool things here. This run is all about meat transformations. There won't be much shopping in this run, as monsters are pretty much self-sustained. This is a manipulated run, so we're going to be doing some soft and hard resets to ensure that we get the battle results that are desired for us. Thank you so much to RGL for hosting and our crew for making this possible tonight. And we'll get this run underway. Let's do it.
Good luck.
We're going with very basic names.
So we're going to start just picking a baby dragon. And for some reason, our father is a human. And loves to run out of a window. Just, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much my favorite pastime, too, is just leaving out of the window.
Oh, Dad.
Goodbye forever, Dad. But not really. So the biggest thing with this run is we're going to be pretty much like Zar was saying, we're going to be pretty much like soft resetting, hard resetting to get the right RNG and the right manipulation so we can get the meat drops that we want. Because whenever you use a meat drop on the monster, they transform into something different. And there is actually a meat routing that we're looking for that'll get us the proper monsters to get the right skills, the right spells, the right everything. And just like from the get-go, it's gonna be a good run. And we kind of abuse overpowered monsters the early parts of this game. Right out the gate, we get an encounter. Didn't even take a step. That's what we like to call ZRNG.
That's part of the table.
So you're gonna see a lot of these kind of just like quick soft resets right when the battle, like whenever you hear like the if Zard does not want that encounter, we are going to just basically AB start select and reset the fight.
We take the can't run there for a later setup.
When I played through this game, I never like casually, I never knew you could go underneath that bridge, so I always went around. I think I also spent like a week trying to figure out like how World 3 worked with the giants stuff, because I didn't know you can like go under the table and like up like the little shelf. Yeah, pretty much every single like soft reset that you see is going to be intentional. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep Mr. S, despite how powerful Mr. S is, because he needs to stay back and protect the town. But we're gonna keep moving on. We don't
Goodbye,
need
Mr. S. So quick little note about this part of the run. Every time you have an NPC, you get an agility penalty, and that can affect your ability to run away.
I think whenever your fifth party member is empty, you get what, plus 100 agility, right?
It's when a fifth party member is present, you have a penalty. When they're away, you get a bonus. Yes.
Yeah, and the biggest thing like to note like with this run is your run chance is based off of your party's average agility. So if you have a slow party, be prepared to never be able to run unless you have a, an empty slot for your fifth bonus party member. Then you should be able to run pretty much without any problem.
Yes, and I did misspeak earlier. It is the fifth party member, not the NPC.
So we didn't really get to see like the text box, but they tell you like where this like key kai whatever key kai key kiki kai whatever you want to call her. She tells you that you need to move. I think it's 4 steps to the east, 3 steps to the south, and you'll find the base. And the base here is just where we find some magi.
Ruins of the Ancient Gods.
Yeah, that.
It's going to be all running here for quite a while.
Yeah, we don't take too many encounters until a little bit later on.
Oh, D-pad boss strikes. That's the wrong game, Shy. You get out of here with that Curtis %. There are items in here, but we skipped them.
Shy is the ultimate dodger.
You hear that, Shy? You're dodging.
So originally the game wants you to check those chests, but they're actually all empty. So we're gonna check these 3 and grab our 3 magi here. We actually need it's like a hard requirement to like grab all the magi in the world. If you don't, you can't open certain doors because they're locked.
That's right.
Like that door there requires, I think, a total of 4 in order for it to open. If not, it'll just tell you locked. So you can't go into like future worlds and like overtrain and grind. You actually are required to do each world like as you're there.
The game does give you a hint in the prison magi. You can use that, and it will tell you how many are left in the world.
All right, time to grab our agility brick.
Lizard clip.
Kai is not the fastest character here, so we are going to be seeing a lot of these can't runs for a little bit until we get through this next base. So there's gonna be a little bit of soft resets to skip some of these encounters here. Just purely because we just can't run from them, unfortunately. Also, this is a big cat jam area.
Jamming.
The music in this game is so good. That zombie was out to get you.
We had the juke there.
You're working shy? That's something a dodger would say. Ooh, it was a little rough there. There's a lot of enemies in that encounter.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, interacting with those NPCs are just going to be a guaranteed forced encounter, and it's an encounter that we just do not want. It is not a safe encounter at all.
Hey, what's up, Kong? Mookie in the bets?
The rare one-turn run.
Yeah, we can get it there. There is a very little degree of RNG still in this game, but most of it has been cleared.
A lot of our running becomes pretty like negligible, like towards like the middle of the run when we have like monster evolutions and things like that, because we're going to be pretty much fusing like fast monsters. Very unfortunate, can't run there. Base is a little rough early on because we haven't done any kind of like leveling for our dragons.
Those zombies wanted some.
All right, we have our Rhino, our first actual mini boss. Kai is gonna take care of that really quickly, or never mind.
Yeah, this is a 2-round.
So we're actually not going to see a lot of like actual like full manipulation until we get to the next world, Ashura's Tower or Ashura's World. That's where we're going to pretty much do our first like hard reset to manipulate the meat drop. So we're going to have to do like very specific battle commands in order to get the correct RNG to drop the meat, so we can evolve one of our dragons here. Cool thing about this world is that you actually don't need to visit the town. And if you look, it's really jarring to see, but if you look pretty close, you can actually see like which tiles are like safe to like move on that won't like push you around, and which ones are not safe. Alright, so that was intentional.
This fight will also be intentional.
Yeah, we are setting up proper values here for our RNG to get our first meat drop.
Should get it from this fight if everything goes correctly.
Oh.
Oh, we got a variable there. That's okay. We have to do that.
Did we forget to equip that?
That is pretty important, yes. Mistakes were made, folks. That's fine.
So yeah, we need to equip the mana there, because it allows us to do more damage. And we're gonna get our first meat drop that transforms us right into a sprite. And so you can see the HP difference there, going from 45 to 218. We're gonna try and do the same thing here.
We need 2 turns of sleep here.
It's very impressive that somebody like sat and like picked this apart to find all the different RNG values for the meats.
Okay, that is our first set of transformations. We have done it.
It's less of a gamble, Windbliss, mainly because there's like specific routing that we do as far as meat goes, and there's evolution tables and chains when you feed different enemies or different like allies the meats. And what we're doing right now is we're just pretty much like manipulating these meat drops so we can get the specific like monsters that we want. Yeah, those drops that we got were all RNG manipulated.
Correct.
Thankfully. We are thankfully not praying to the RNG gods for this.
This is fine. So the reason we got the Big Eye monster was because it has a warning ability, and that saves us all kinds of time in avoiding all surprise attacks.
Yeah, so yeah, warning is going to basically prevent us from getting ambushed. So we'll never see any type of ambush, any type of enemy first strikes. So we're always going to be able to have the ability to run, as long as we don't have a fifth party member that ruins our speed value, or average speed value. Like our buddy Mask here.
Couple safety saves. It can happen with Mask. This run does get the Watcher at one point. Oh, D-pad boss strikes again.
I think the best part about this run is that we just don't have to open too many boxes. We have to open the boxes that have the Magi in it, and then we also open a few of the boxes that have like the stat raising potions and things like that. Alright, so that battle sword we picked up, we're gonna actually give that to Mask here. We get our first major boss of the run, Ashura. The funny part about Ashura is that Ashura is weak to sleep. So we just put him to sleep and then we just proceed to laugh the entire fight.
Should be a 4-round.
I think Ashura is what, 800 HP? 900?
Roundabout.
So take out Ashura, he spits Magi all over the place, and that's going to allow us to move on to the next world. But we're first going to go back to World 1 because Kai's in trouble.
You have to get that Magi from the ferry there, or you will not be able to progress into the Giant's World.
Yep. You're always one Magi short.
Best part of the run coming up.
Talk about Giant's Town?
Kai's body.
Ugh. Gross. Chat, do you like winding one-tile paths? I sure do. If y'all remember that episode of the Magic School Bus when they went into, who was it? Like, I think it was Ralphie's knee or something like that. Yeah, we're about to do the same thing to Kai. Also, we see that that Dad's still alive. It's been years, and he only made it 2 worlds in.
Really, Dad?
So we need some information on a potion that allows us to shrink. So we got to talk to this guy, and then he tells us to go talk to somebody in the tavern named Johnny, who is going to give us some information about the potion, the Micron potion that allows us to shrink down so we can enter Kai's body. It's unfortunate that you don't need to farm any of those terrorist encounters to get the SMG.
I'm just fine with it. Saves time. That's for the robot run.
Love me the sound effects from the SMG.
Sound effects so good in this game. They really did a good job with the sprites too.
It's just a great game. So yeah, Johnny tells us about the secret entrance on the cliff that leads us to the top of the Giants' village. So now we need to go looting, parading around the Giants' houses. Because the Giants aren't alive anymore. But they left some valuable things in their home.
They might be giants.
Very interesting set of enemies in this world. You got giant like octopus, giant killer robots, terrorists.
What a motley bunch.
Yeah, that section right there, like walking up the side of the wall there to get the Micron. Yeah, no, it took me like a week to figure that out.
True story. It took me a while too.
game doesn't tell you that you can just walk up that wall. It's just like, here you go. Good luck.
And then they call it puzzles.
Honestly, it's puzzling that I can walk up a wall. When's our next meat stuff? Is it the sewers?
Next set of meat transformations will be in the Venus world, in the sewers, yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that I was correct and up to date.
There's some RNG involved there, so hopefully we can get it without too much trouble.
Nah, you'll be fine. Never concerned.
Concern, Frosh.
Never concerned. Alright. Best place in the game.
This is it. This is Xanadu.
Telling you, chat, do you like single tile narrow hallways?
You can actually route this any number of ways, but I like to take this route because it's just familiar to me.
The best part is, yes, Kai has terrorist in her body.
Oh, she's got more than that.
She's got horses, amoebas, octopus, terrorist. Giant kidney stones.
Kai's morphology is much more complex than what we thought.
Makes you wonder what she had for like what she ate to get like all these like worms and crabs.
What are they serving in this world?
Rummy.
It's raw.
She's got E. coli.
So, Ice, how have you enjoyed Retrothon so far?
I've been enjoying it a lot.
You had 3 runs?
Yes. Had SMRPG, BS Legend of Zelda, 4th Quest, and Zelda 2.
All of those were hype. GG.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know, your SimCity run was pretty good.
That was fun.
That was
Destroying
really-
the city is
that was
always the
really
best part.
I was laughing, like me and Vonnie were laughing about it because like the moment you spawned Bowser immediately turned right and demolished a police station.
That was an ornery Bowser, and then it disappeared in the zoo. Can't make this stuff up, folks. Only on RGL.
Somehow Mario survived the fiery aftermath, though.
He did. There was fires all around him. But he stood tall.
Unfortunate.
Maybe next Retrothon we'll get him. Yeah, I've also enjoyed this event a lot. I think I'll be submitting again for sure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much to the RGL staff. Chat has been great. It's been a very pleasant experience.
Just gotta remember to submit every time. My memory is terrible. What's up, Weapon? Hello.
Weapon in the house?
Weapon, you're just in time. You're here to find out that Kai has worms and crabs.
What timing? And D-pad boss is owning this run right now.
You know, out of all the things to like encounter in Kai's body, you would think encountering the plasma, you know, the stuff that actually would help Kai here, would be a terrible idea.
You'd think so. This game is bananas at times, I tell you.
I told you already, the bananas aren't until later. They're on a boat.
I'm excited about the bananas. Can you tell?
Yes. You're driving me bananas. But we're nearing the end of our lovely journey through the body of Kai, as we have just collected all the Magi, and now we're going to head directly into the forehead, where we are going to fight the final thing holding Kai's body hostage.
That door will not open unless you make sure to get all the Magi here.
She somehow had 6 rhinos in her skull. Ooh, 8 of them. Jesus.
You take a safety save, there is a chance that they can go first.
Alright, here it is. We saved Kai and then we're leaving. We don't even need to talk to her. We're gone.
No Terry farewell here. We've seen a little too much of Kai. We're ready to head on now.
Seen more than enough of Kai. And her worms and crabs and terrorists and...
So this area is actually called the Pillar of Sky, which connects every world. Greatly reminded of Yggdrasil in the Norse mythology.
What do we have? What is it? Apollo's world next?
We are going to Apollo world now. It's a new world.
Not too much to do here. Apollo basically tells you that his world is perfect, and he doesn't need your help.
Such to the point that he actually gives you Magi. I don't trust this guy.
Gives us some very, like, cryptic hints to solving the puzzle. So we need to go to 3 very specific locations on the overworld. We're gonna do these in a very particular order, just because it's just faster to do it that way. Alright, Alright. Hope you like the sound effect of, sounds like somebody's pushing a boulder and something.
Good old 8-bit lava. Oh no, this is 4-bit, I think.
For GB? I think so, yeah. Or it might be 8-bit. Cave of Light is after this, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. Big warning coming up after this volcano. The next cave is very, very, like, visually, like, ridiculous. And it, honestly, it's very, like, not okay for, like, eyes, like, sensitive eyes. So if you don't want to see, like, ridiculous floor schemes constantly moving, I would definitely recommend, like, just kind of, like, looking away or something, because it's not a pleasant, like, experience to watch this next dungeon.
Yes, if you have motion sickness as well.
Game Boy was 8-bit. You're 8-bit. Got him. Alright, look away, please. Hello, Drum. Welcome to the floor is always moving.
Drum, what's up? GG on the run.
Yeah, this Cave of Light is just, I don't know what they were thinking with this floor scheme. But then again, you know, any game back in this era was definitely not, you know, designed for with people with sensitive eyesight and things like that in mind. They're just, how can I make this really ridiculous? Got it.
You can't really tell here, but the warning ability in our big eye is doing a lot of work, as you can't get ambushed in here.
Yeah, I think the ambush rate by these enemies are pretty high at this point, because you still have 2 baby dragons.
We do.
So, like, our agility is not the greatest. But with the warning ability, it just completely removes any kind of ambush possibility.
We found your Magi Eyes.
Yeah? Give it back.
I will, but you gotta wait a couple hours.
Look, I'm not gonna turn into like some like strange beast and attempt to take you out and then start melting. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? Is that a spoiler?
Now I'm worried.
Forget it. Forget I said anything, chat. There's definitely not going to be somebody with a bunch of magi that tries to transform with it and then starts melting. No.
No foreshadowing here.
Mm-mm.
This cave can be a dangerous place without the right setup. The Medusas have stone gaze. If you get stone gaze, then that's going to cost you a lot of time.
I've always wondered, if you need X amount of magi, how in the world does Apollo get through the doors?
That's a good question.
Unless there's like some sort of like secret door handle that we just don't know about that your dragon can't grab because, you know, very lacking on arms.
Maybe he's like Loki and he knows secret transition points between the realms.
Could be.
He wears a suit like Loki.
Also true.
We're going to be bold and skip the elixir on this floor.
Madman. That just sounds fake.
We do a setup here. Manipulation.
Oh yeah, for Donatus.
That Blitz Whip helps us get 2 tenths later.
Rotendo, it makes it even better that you misspelled spelling.
That always makes it better.
So after you collect all the Magi in like the different caves and things like that, if you were to go into Apollo's palace, Apollo's just gone. He just leaves. Pieces out.
He ghosted. Tonight's hydration powered by Ghost, by the way. I'm feeling pretty amped up right now. Hope everyone else is having a good Friday night, Saturday morning.
Alright, it's one of the more interesting worlds here. Gotta play the jukebox. We got to play a very specific song that opens a door, and then we get called spies.
Was stuck here forever as a kid.
Yeah, there's like a series of hints that you have to go through to get to the final hint, which tells you to play a specific song, which is the heroic tune on the jukebox. Now we need to go and roam around the base and talk to Dad. Then we sleep and then wake up and then everything's like destroyed.
Specific manip here.
Yeah, we're pretty much manipulating these encounters to have the best possible like outcome of the encounters. But now with Dad in the party, Don't really need to do that. You can just kind of fight through the encounters. This one being one of the more dangerous encounters.
Yeah, this enemy has powerful mana.
Yeah, you can always get like super unlucky and get like slapped by an AoE spell and like 3 of your people just go down. My favorite is always the worm's face there.
It's got an expression. A lot of enemies in this game do.
There is an item you can manipulate off this commando. I don't think Czar does it though.
Not for this category. There's several items actually. The most useful being the bazooka or the magnum.
Hey, that's where the bazooka went for from that toad from SMRPG.
Aha! Mystery solved.
Alright, very small world here. It's like 15 tiles. Zara's gonna manip things up here to get the proper battle.
Yeah, this fight can be very dangerous if it doesn't go correctly. Ninja has high HP and very high attack.
And it's fast.
And there's a lot of texts to trigger if you have to do this fight again.
Even the sad music in this game is a banger.
All music in this game is a banger.
Yo, 420.
I saw that.
Alright, nice fight.
Yeah, that fight's kind of scary.
Yeah, we want to avoid losing our B sprite just because that's our DPS at the time.
We skip talking to Lynn there and save a bunch of text. Just go talk to her mom and get the Magi and go.
Goodbye forever, Lynn. So we're all the way back in Apollo's world. So we need to go through our fabled Sky Island portal like 3 times.
It is possible to get lost here. You gotta keep track.
Yeah, because there's like, what, 12 worlds or something like that?
I think there's 12, yes.
It's really easy to get mixed up around here. Because there's just simply no indicator of where you are. You'd think somebody would label these doors or something.
You'd think so, but I guess they were on a budget.
One of my favorite worlds here. The Venus world, I think, is probably one of, like, the most, like, engaging world because there's just so much to do in this world. You're also being, you know, followed by, you know, what's his name?
Leon.
Leon, there you go.
There's a lot of shops in this world. There's a lot to explore.
Have a good night, Desert. GG's on your PB.
GG's.
and another interesting part of this world is we have another couple of meat manipulations here.
Yeah, pressure's building now. Execution has to be on point. Also, we have to talk to Leon in the village to get into the sewers, or you will not be able to get in.
Interesting choice of like story flags here.
It's because he knows the Ninja Turtles are in this world.
Maybe.
In casual, this world has a big jump in difficulty.
Especially the boss. Venus as a boss, like without like knowing the strats, is like actually like really, really challenging.
Stopped me for a long time.
Yeah, coming up here very soon, we're gonna see Czar do some RNG manip here.
Two turns of sleep here.
If we did everything right, we should get a hermit meat. To go from 45 HP to 392.
This time we'll need 3 turns of sleep.
I forgot you could respawn this boss.
Yeah, it's very convenient for this run. You can get transformations at another spot in this dungeon, but it's very dangerous.
Just one turn to sleep that one.
1 turn of sleep here should be good.
Got a nice little merry bunch here.
Okay, we're through.
Nicely done.
This set of manips is done. We are ahead on time. Let's go. I'm always nervous when the meat drop manipulations come up.
Nah, you're killing it. You gotta be careful not to open that bottom right when it is a mimic chest.
Yes, and there are powerful enemies in there that can wipe you easily.
Same thing in this room. But this time it's the very first chest, which is also a mimic.
So we have really high agility now across the party. No more concerns about running.
Yeah, I think what? The Gazer and the Hermit are pretty fast, right?
Yes, they're quite fast. The Sprite is also pretty fast.
We are picking up a bit of armor for one of our future party members coming up. Also, if you don't talk to Flora there, the volcano does not show up.
I can actually believe that. Also, this world teaches us a very powerful lesson, and that is that love makes you do crazy things.
Couldn't be me.
You ever get the feeling like you're being followed, chat?
Oh, no, absolutely not. There's that boulder sound again.
Clonk, clonk, clonk. It's about on par with Final Fantasy 1.
No, that one's just a single button on the keyboard.
Speaking of FF1, we've got an event coming up next month for RGL. We're going to be doing some Final Fantasy Rando shenanigans again, most likely on the weekend. The last one was super hype, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, look at me.
Ice is dodging.
If Shy can dodge, so can I.
Look what you've done, Shy.
You know what would actually happen if you were to put a giant crab into boiling lava in a volcano? You would have a delicious seafood dinner.
It would probably be done very quickly, too.
And yes, I am definitely craving a seafood dinner.
It's food time.
4:38 in the morning.
Let's hear it, chat. What are you craving? Let's talk food. I'm ready for tacos.
Tacos. Gotta remember to take the ground meat out of my freezer.
Wait a minute, we didn't find a power tab.
Cheesesteak, crab bisque. Let's go. See, you mentioned tacos are, and like, I had just bought fresh limes at the store that I can cut.
Nothing like a little citrus.
Oh, absolutely.
This run has gone from 0 to hungry very quickly.
My stomach just growled. Yo, macaroni with chicken strips?
How, Leon? How did you overpower us?
Also, don't forget to grab that Magi there. Because if you do, you have to walk all the way through the volcano again.
Huge time loss.
Take a nice little safety heal here.
You can also cure with the Sprite, but it's a little faster to go to the end.
Pork chops marinating with teriyaki barbecue sauce. Oh.
Somebody knows how to weekend.
Says that you got an extra plate? Cause I'll swing by.
Make room, yeah.
Barbecue chicken nachos. Oh. I should not be hungry at 4:40 in the morning. Always. Oh, yes.
Here comes Leon. He's crazy.
Bowl of beans and rice with broccoli and bacon. Okay, okay. This is the conversation we like. Just food. Alright. And we need to do a little saving and moving people around for this fight. Because we have to have a very specific fight here. Venus is a very dangerous encounter here. But we're hoping that we land to either sleep or gaze on her. Oh, okay.
Good start.
That was a very good start. The Wonder Swan remake of FF Legends 1? I don't know.
I seem to recall there were 3. Uh-oh, we got flamed. One more flame, it's a rip.
Yeah, if we lose A, we have to reset. Alright, nice. Good fight. Yeah, I know about the DS versions of FFL2 and L3. I know, right, Kong? Barbecue chicken nachos? God damn.
The chat is just enabling at this point. Raid hype.
I mean, honestly, I would do some things for some nachos.
Thank you so much, Lyra, for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Spicy chorizo queso today. Oh. Getting there, Windbliss. We have race circuit next. We have couple of manips that we're going to be doing here. Shy, we'll run Curtis % if you run 4 Berserkers FF5 career day.
You still owe me a Thardus in Metroid Prime, Shy.
Alright, so we're going to do a couple manips here. Get a couple of some meats. We're going to get another Gazer. And then we're going to get a Nymph, which is going to be pretty critical for boss fights going forward.
Nymph OP. Always take the second dragon here. It saves you that first fight against the adamant monsters, and you can run from this fight.
I didn't even know that. That's funny. Very specific spots where these forced encounters spawn. Do a nice little reset here. Okay, so that's our Gazer there. So now we have 2 Gazers. And we're going to turn the, if I recall, it's not the Watcher, right? Or the, I'm like losing my train of thought here. It's not the one that has the big eye. That
we'll be transforming the big eye.
Okay. Yeah, this one turns into the Nymph. Okay, and that is our last 2 manipulations here. D's team. Yo, what's D's?
Right now, D's are Doritos. I've got Doritos Locos taco shells.
Stop talking about food. Stomach is not happy. Thank you, Kong. I was hoping somebody would say it. I needed it, you know? Alright, Aegis is going to be very key for like the remainder of this run. Aegis pretty much just shields your party and blocks a lot of damage. So we're just going to proceed to be like, haha, can't hit me.
We have Whirl now, and Whirl is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Nymph is really good.
There's something sinister going on in this world.
Guess you might slip and find out.
We might. We're talking about food, so.
Guess they're making you peel for the boat.
Okay, key set or shop here.
Buy our tents.
You actually cannot buy tents anywhere else except this shop at this point in the game. It's been a really good gold route. We almost had enough for 3 tents there. Some really good treasures on this boat, but we're going to be skipping all but one of them.
Very important treasure, too. We need that Hecate boot for Taro coming up here.
The Hecate likes to be for Dad.
Oh, for Dad. Yeah. Sorry. We give the Gata boots Taro that we picked up a lot earlier.
It's been revealed. This ship is full of bananas.
This ship is bananas. And I'll stop.
So now we have to go to the court and provide the evidence, which is only that we saw bananas, to the judge. Correct. That is the correct translation. It's also very comical.
I don't know. Smuggling bananas sounds a lot funnier than smuggling opium.
I think that judge is on the bananas ice.
I don't know. He seems to be slipping.
That's one thing this game needs more of, is spoony bards.
I don't think it's smuggling at that point then, Brotendo.
No, you're busting into new territory there. There is no jurisdiction for said crime.
Maybe snuggling bananas?
They're bribing the police? How dare these guys?
That's never happened before. Wait. I love the fourth wall break there. What's this music?
I love it too. It's smart.
Alright, so now it's time to shove a whole bunch of armor and footwear on Taro for these next few fights.
He gets a really big buff to his strength, and it is very noticeable.
The only problem is that, like, when you do that, when you equipped gear to, like, the party members that are temporary, you just can't get that gear back. Zara, I'm disappointed that you put something about the Vorpal in these notes.
Ah, you got that, huh?
Of course I did. I'm already backspacing it.
Can't sneak anything past him, I tell you. The point is, I tried.
Valiant effort. Oh, that would have been a nice encounter for gold.
Yeah, knights are really good in the robot run. They can give drops.
And you had 8 of them, so it would have been like an entire, like, what, 3,200 gold?
The last run you did, didn't you have like 7 drops?
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8.
Something insane that I only dream about in robot runs.
It's too bad it wasn't a PB attempt. It was my 4-job fiesta.
That was fun. And yes, they do actually have 4-job fiesta for this game now.
It's pretty good. Alright, it's time to deal with the banana smugglers.
It's time to dispense justice.
I love the sideways, like, crab sprite there where it's just like fist pumping.
I thought about making an emote out of that, animated emote.
You should.
I really should. We have to save on the 3rd floor. We can get very bad encounter here.
Yeah, unfortunately, even with Taro, there's a potential chance that we can't run from it.
There is one encounter in particular that you cannot run from here.
Let's say I hope we see it, just cause.
No.
Come on, we gotta show instances of ZARNG.
Okay, well, there you go, Ice. You got it.
Let's go. Commentator's curse, baby.
It just happened. Okay, no more. No more for this run.
Now we're gonna get at least one more.
Didn't you do that the last round? With Desert?
Poor Desert. Suffered on my behalf. Still a chance. We can get it one more time. Oh, it's over. Yeah, big noticeable difference when you equipped all that gear to Taro there. And like any traditional Japanese fight, you have to fight them on the roof.
Among the stars. Gotta do that to avoid the tornado.
Yeah, Magnate is pretty rough. Tornado can deal a lot of damage here.
Speaking of doing a lot of damage, Taro getting it done there. Aegis Magic doing work.
Yeah, pretty much any kind of like sword slashes, Aegis is gonna block it, which is really nice.
Also shields the party, gives them all.
Should be one more turn here, I think. After this one, of course. Nice fight.
Smooth.
By no means is this run like free, by the way. Zara is just making it look easy.
Practice pays. For the longest time, I didn't think it was possible to finish this run. But with some clever manipulations, it definitely was possible. There might even be a better route that hasn't been mapped out yet, so...
Alright. So... that is the hardest dungeon in the game, as it's called. You can go through that and you can get some pretty strong gear. We don't need to do that. We just need the single Magi at the very beginning of it. But you do get many warnings before proceeding further that there are super strong enemies in this dungeon. Now we're gonna go through one of the coolest sections in the game, but also fighting one of the hardest bosses in the run.
This boss was a roadblock for a long time, for several categories.
Yeah, Odin is... whew. Odin held me up for weeks in my casual playthrough. Mainly because, like, you have to fight Odin plus his horse, Sleipnir. It's not pleasant.
Even with high levels and gear, he can still destroy your party very easily.
Yeah, Odin does not care about your PB at all.
This is true. He's cost me runs.
It's cost all of us runs. I've lost a 4 robots run here. That flare book is going to come in handy later.
Key pickup.
You do get to see a pretty cool thing after we defeat Odin, with a specific magi that we picked up.
It's a really neat skip.
Because who needs walking? Alright, so Zara's going to do another RNG map here.
Here we go. First round is critical.
Okay, nobody went down. Beautiful. I do like Odin's design in this game, though.
It's awesome. There are actually cards released for this game, and he's got a cool looking card, too.
We also manipulated that Sleipnir meat drop, by the way, which is why some of those turns took a little bit for Zar to navigate the menus. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teleport to the Valhalla Palace, and it's just gonna lead us outside on the right side of the palace, which prevents us from having to like walk out of the remainder of the palace. Which is a nice little skip.
It's a long walk, so yes. Also, the Sleipnir meat gives us access to a monster class that is not normally available to the Central Shrine.
Yeah, like the whole final dungeon, basically.
Okay, we got our next series of monster manips coming up. This is going to be, has to be precise. We'll see how it goes. We hard reset there to avoid a tornado. Aegis Magi is huge in this fight because it protects us from all of these elemental attacks.
Yeah, minion does a lot of like AoE damage, which we need to avoid.
Also, I made a mistake. I thought I equipped the Maspian Magi, but it seems that I did not.
Uh-oh.
Not a big deal. Probably will just cost us one extra round.
The one fight you get to use the Maspian in it.
I dodged the Maspian, see?
This is what happens with Vorpal users.
I'm representing Team Vorpal here and denying it. I knew we couldn't trust this Apollo guy.
Somehow Dad is still alive after exploding. And he gained a bunch of levels and a bunch of new gear. So we're going to give him the Flare Book and the Hecate Boots. Because he is going to be pretty much our mega DPS for this next section. Because we need to go through a couple caves here. This is final cave coming up?
Yeah.
Where we get to fight our good pal Warmok.
This was probably the most difficult part of the run to map out the Manip store because these enemies are so powerful. You don't have much room.
Yeah. So I think we're going for what, 2 nymphs here?
Yes.
Because you want double whirls. Did we get rid of the hermit yet or no?
We did, yes. Oh, no, we still have the hermit, excuse me. We changed the hermit this fight.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it changes to a watcher. Yeah, now I remember. There's one more, right?
2 more, I think?
2 more, okay.
Maybe 1.
Because we get rid of the gazer for another nymph. Alright. It's going well so far.
Yeah, perfect so far.
That stone gaze that we have on the Watcher is going to be very, very, very essential coming up soon. I won't spoil what happens, but I will let you know not to blink.
It's gonna be a quick one. Alright, we're through. That's a blood split.
Scylla is pretty good. Alright, so this dungeon is called the Final Dungeon. very unique name. We need to go through here, and we have to defeat the cave guardian that's holding the last Magi, which is the heart Magi.
And what a cave guardian it is.
A very familiar face, too. Likes to make a cameo appearance on a certain bridge of destiny.
Speaking of cameos, we'll have a couple of those before this run is over.
Yup. Looking forward to it.
We skip all the treasures in here, even though they're all really good.
You don't need no stinking stuff.
We have meat power. I'm still hungry, by the way, chat.
I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Well, that's going to change, all right, in about 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, in about 30 minutes, I'm definitely going to be changing something. It's called my conscious. Aside from all the powerful equipment you can get in this cave, you can also acquire some powerful enemies that can beat you senseless.
Yeah, I remember casual in this game just being slammed with the difficulty increases. Wondering, what am I supposed to do? We're getting destroyed here.
All right, here comes our cameo appearance soon. Couple of left turns here.
Who do you think it's going to be, chat? Any guesses?
All right. How many turns do you think this is going to be? I'm calling a fast fight. I think this will be a one-rounder. Alright, so we get our good pal Warmock. And funny enough, Warmock is weak to Stone Gaze.
See, all-powerful boss.
I feel like that was an oversight. Or maybe they just weren't expecting you to have such a high-ranking monster here with Stone Gaze. Or maybe they just forgot to put like a weakness on, or like a resistance on Warmock.
Maybe they were on bananas.
Could be the bananas, yeah. I guess you could say that the devs were slipping.
Got that one in again.
All right, time to go to the Central Shrine. We need to chase down Apollo. He's trying to become like this unkillable god.
Yeah, he's on a power trip. He's about to get put in his place, I think.
All right, Central Palace time. We're getting close to some of the absolute best tracks in the game. Gotta turn the volume up on my side. Putting the Heart Magi on Arcilla because Arcilla has the highest HP stat.
This fight can be pretty scary if you don't know what you're doing.
All those stat buffing that we did for Dad, very important here. because we're very limited on like using whirl. But we need to use flare. Flare's going to be doing about 1,000 damage with Dad.
Yeah, you
while
have to
Apollo
surpass
just
a
stares
certain
at us.
damage barrier. Sorry, Ice, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, while Apollo just stares at us, we're just going to start beefing some damage into him.
You can see Dad is doing 1,000 damage with that flare book.
I'm perfectly protected by this Aegis as we're dealing 1,000,000 damage to him.
In the 4 robot run, you can actually one cycle him before he transforms, which is really cool. We equip the Heart Magi to our Scylla there, as it has the highest HP for safety. The Heart Magi can revive the entire party, even if they're down.
Alright, now comes the fight. This is where our lovely Apollo starts to not hold back.
We want to make sure we cure Dad. He's the most important member right now. Dad must survive this fight.
Unlucky for A there. Yeah, Dad has to survive. We need him spamming flare.
Okay, we're safe. Last turn, we just choose run to save on text and inputs, because it's guaranteed.
Oh no, Dad's dying again.
How many times have I said really, Dad, this run?
Too many. It's driving me bananas.
Oh, hi there, Isis.
Alright, so 78 pieces of magic here crafted the statue and goddess Isis. And here's our bops. So every encounter in this shrine is unrunnable. We can't run from anything, so if we get an encounter, we have to reset. The only encounters that we're going to be taking here are the mini bosses that we fight at the very end of these staircases. So we're going to be doing a lot of safe scumming here. We do have a couple of meats left that we're going to be using to transform a couple of our monsters into in-game monsters for Arsenal. It's going to give us access to Madam and the Mazen monsters. Oh. D-pad boss? Or just encounter skips?
Skips.
Gotcha. We're gonna have our first mini boss coming up here. I believe it's Fenrir.
Tianlong comes first.
Okay, he. Making sure we save constantly on these stairs because encounters can happen on these stairs. Gonna do a little safety reset here to set up this fight. I think we only want one, right?
Yes, just one. These enemies are very dangerous, and they like to use Tornado back to back, and that's a rip, because Tornado does so much damage.
Yep.
Oh, we got a ghost. Uh-oh. That's not right.
That's supposed to happen?
Nope.
Is it? Oh yeah, isn't the meat here like a chance between like two different monsters? Oh,
D-pad boss strikes again.
it's like a chance between a couple of monsters, right?
Oh, that was all on me. That was D-pad boss again.
No, oh, for the monster?
Yep.
Oh. Whoops. Alright,
There we
there's
go.
our Madame. Got to make a save there before you moved.
Yeah, I did. We'll flare this one.
Yeah, the big thing with Madame is the Absorb ability, which does a lot of damage, and it's going to keep Madame alive during Arsenal. Because we have to be careful with that fight. Smasher does a lot of damage.
Oh, you got me, game. More manips on this floor.
Alright. Gonna save soft reset here, set up this fight. We're only looking for one Fenrir, which should be this one here.
There's that tornado.
And that should be all the meats in this run.
That is all our transformations.
We're going to get a nice special appearance here from a very rare encounter. But sadly, we run. That encounter, I believe, is a 1 in either 128 or a 1 in 256 of appearing.
It is. On the old Game Boy hardware, you can actually manipulate it to show up, which I've done.
That enemy also has a 1 in like 700 chance of dropping a 7 sword, which is a very strong weapon. We have our final boss coming here. Time will be coming up very shortly here. The moment you see Arsenal fell. Also Cat Jam coming up.
And here we go, final battle.
Knocking out early cannon is really good. Reduces the damage you take on that turn. So Arsenal has very low magic resist, very low mana. So takes a lot of damage from like World and Tornado. Here comes the Cat Jams. Good damage rolls so far. Alright, big smasher coming here. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Next turn.
This should be it now.
This is where the big cat jams start. There it is. Oof. Good rolls there, though. Alright, time is coming up here. Alright, GG's.
GG's. We were close to world record there. If I hadn't have screwed up that one fight, we might have had it. Still a good time, a very clean run.
Very good run. Got all the manips in, like perfectly almost.
Just a couple of minor mistakes. Very pleased with this run. Thank you all for the GG's.
Very short-lived final boss theme, sadly.
It's such a hype theme. Something about this era in Final Fantasy games. Mystic Quest, final boss theme, also Cat Jam.
Oh look, Dad's fine. Again.
He will live to go out a window another day.
Except the whole family follows.
Actually, they make a cameo in Legend 3. They are in that game too, the family.
Don't they walk out of a window too?
I'm not sure about that. But they should, because that's what they do. That was Legend 2 4 monsters. Next Retrothon, we might try 4 robots. We'll have to see.
4 mutants.
Yeah, we're looking at a 4-hour run there. I already did a 3-hour run today, thank you.
Yeah, what's another?
Classic Ice. Ice will come into my chat at 2, 3 in the morning and say, it's time for a Final Fantasy V rando.
Meanwhile, like an hour later, I'm in bed, sleeping.
The sun is coming up, and I'm still stuck on a terrible seed with Fork Tower required. Good times, good times.
successfully while Czar is no blue mage, no time mage, 2 berserkers,
No hope mage.
fork tower required.
All right, what's coming up next here? Looks like we've got Astro Rabby coming up by Jangle Storm.
Yeah, Jangle Butt.
Looking forward to that. This will be the last run for me for this Retrothon. It's been really a lot of fun. Thank you again so much to Retrothon for allowing me to showcase these games. And I look forward to the next event. I'll be joining for sure.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
Here's Dad again. It's the Lost Ark. Here comes Mom. She's had enough. She's saying, I'm going to.
You know, people use the thing on the front of their home called a door.
Not these folks.
But GG's. Good run, Czar. Very good run.
Thanks. Yeah, it was super clean.